Akashwani presents Morning News. Good morning. I'm Anuja Kumar. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to launch development projects worth over 13,000 crore rupees in Varanasi today. India's stock market set to more than double to $10 trillion by 2030, says Jefferies. Dubai introduces 5-year multiple entry visa for Indian tourists to enhance travel and economic ties. Prime Minister Modi once again emerges as the most popular global leader. IMD predicts rain in northeast and adjoining East India till Sunday. And in cricket, fourth test between India and England to begin in Ranchi today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch development projects worth over 13,000 crore rupees in Varanasi today. The Prime Minister arrived Varanasi last night and is scheduled to attend a series of functions today. He will give a gift of many development projects to the people of his constituency. The major development projects includes Varanasi Sankul Milk Processing Unit in UP SIDA Agro Park, Karkhiao, various infrastructure work at UP SIDA Agro Park, Karkhiao, and Silk Fabric Printing Common Facility Centre for weavers, and multiple projects related to tourism and spiritual tourism. More from our correspondent.
It is Prime Minister's first visit to his constituency after the Pran Pratishtha ceremony of Ram Lala in Ayodhya, and a grand welcome was given to him. Today, Prime Minister will first participate in a program for prize distribution to the winners of Sansad Sanskrit Pratyogita at Swatantra Sabhagar, BHU. After that, Prime Minister will perform puja and darshan at Sant Guru Ravidas Janmasthali and will attend a public function commemorating the 647th birth anniversary of Sant Guru Ravidas. In the afternoon, Prime Minister will attend a public function at Karkhiao, where he will inaugurate and lay the foundation stone of multiple development projects. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, Akashwani News, Varanasi.
Our correspondent reports that in a surprise move, Prime Minister stepped on the roads of Varanasi in the midnight to have a glimpse of his constituency.
Despite of a long and packed day in Gujarat, on his arrival to Varanasi, Prime Minister went directly to inspect the Shivpur Phulvaria Lahartara Marg at around 11 p.m. yesterday night. The road was inaugurated recently. It is of great help to around 5 lakh people living around southern part of BHU area who want to go towards airport, Lucknow, Azamgarh and Gazipur. People of the area went euphoric to see Prime Minister around them. PM also waved his hand towards them. This is Sushil Chandra Tiwari for Akashwani News, Varanasi.
Global investment advisory firm Jefferies has projected that India's stock market value is set to more than double to $10 trillion by 2030, going by its history of delivering double-digit returns and expectations of continued economic reforms. In its latest note, the New York headquartered firm has projected an optimistic outlook for Indian economy and its equity markets. Jefferies said that in the last 10 years, India has seen fundamental structural reforms which have created the framework for the country to realize its full potential. It said over the next 4 years, India's GDP will likely touch $5 trillion, making it the third largest economy by 2027, overtaking Japan and Germany, maintaining the status of fastest growing large economy. In a bid to promote economic collaborations and encouraging tourism and business ties, Dubai has introduced a 5-year multiple entry visa for Indian tourists. According to the Dubai Department of Economy and Tourism, the visa issued within 2 to 5 working days allows a 90-day stay, extendable once for a similar period. A total stay not to exceed 180 days in a year. According to the Department of Economy and Tourism, Dubai experienced a surge in tourism from India, welcoming 2.46 million overnight visitors last year, surpassing the pre-pandemic figure of 1.97 million visitors in 2019. This also signifies a substantial increase from the 1.84 million tourists in 2022. With a remarkable 34% year-on-year growth, India maintains its position as the leading source market for Dubai. India and Denmark have agreed to work towards expanding their partnership into new areas, including defense, security, and new technology. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar met the visiting Danish Foreign Minister Lars Løkke Rasmussen on the sidelines of the Raisina dialogue in New Delhi yesterday. The two ministers exchanged views on bilateral, regional, and international issues of mutual interest. They also unveiled a joint logo on completion of 75 years of diplomatic ties between the two countries. India's flagship conference, the Raisina Dialogue, will witness several insightful discussions during various sessions on the third and last day in the national capital today. The sessions are based on the subjects including multilateralism, pluralism, and global governance, rights, security, and innovation in the digital century, and strategic autonomy for Asia in a decoupling world. The three-day dialogue is witnessing participation of representatives from over 100 countries. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has again emerged as the most popular global leader with 78% approval rating. This was unveiled in a survey conducted by a US-based global decision intelligence agency, Morning Consult. More in this desk report.
President of Mexico Andrés Manuel López Obrador has secured the second place with 65% approval rating, followed by Argentina President Javier Milei at the third with an approval rating of 63%. US President Joe Biden is on the 11th position among the world leaders, while Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on 17th and UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak on 20th position. As per the agency's website, the latest approval ratings are based on the data that was collected from January 30 to February 5th. Mohammad Nisar, News Desk.
The full Election Commission will be on a two-day visit to Chennai from today. The team will meet the representatives of the political parties and have a review meeting with the collectors and district superintendents of police. Tomorrow, there will be a presentation by the Chief Electoral Officer and other department officials of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Kerala. Media interaction will be held in the evening. Former Maharashtra Chief Minister and senior Shiv Sena leader Manohar Joshi passed away early this morning. Joshi, a former Speaker of the Lok Sabha, was admitted to the hospital on Wednesday after he suffered a cardiac arrest. The 86-year-old Shiv Sena stalwart served as the Chief Minister from 1995 to 1999 and was the first Chief Minister from the party. He was elected as a Member of Parliament and was the Lok Sabha Speaker from 2002 to 2004. The Central Board of Secondary Education, CBSE, is planning a pilot run of open book exams in selected schools for classes 9 to 12 later this year. According to officials, the board is planning the assessments in selected schools targeting subjects like English, mathematics and science for classes 9 and 10 and English, mathematics and biology for classes 11 and 12. The official said the aim is to gauge the time taken by students to complete these tests and gather feedback from stakeholders. The plan is in line with recommendations made in the National Curriculum Framework. Mineral production in the country has grown by 5.1% in December 2023 as compared to the level in the month of December 2022. As per the Ministry of Mines, the cumulative growth of mineral production for the period April to December 2023-24 is 8.5% higher than the corresponding period of last year. Minerals that have projected positive growth during December 2023 include magnesite, lignite, limestone, coal, natural gas, zinc, manganese, lead, copper and bauxite. The central government has facilitated a mutually agreed price of potassium derived from molasses, PDM, at 4,263 per tonne for sale by sugar mills to fertilizer companies for the current year. In addition, PDM manufacturers can also claim subsidies at 345 rupees per tonne at present rates under the nutrients-based subsidy scheme. Now both sugar mills and fertilizer companies are discussing modalities to enter into long-term sale and purchase agreements on PDM. PDM, a potassium-rich fertilizer derived from ash in molasses-based distilleries, is a byproduct of sugar-based ethanol industry. Currently, potash as a fertilizer is totally imported. Food Secretary Sanjeev Chopra has said that wheat crop is in good condition and procurement may commence early depending on arrivals in the growing states. Briefing media in New Delhi yesterday, Mr. Chopra said, barring rice, prices of wheat, wheat flour, sugar and edible oils are stable. He said there is no proposal to allow further diversion of sugar for ethanol production. The Indian Meteorological Department IMD has forecast rainfall with isolated thunderstorm activity likely over northeast and adjoining East India till Sunday. Isolated heavy rainfall and snowfall is also very likely over Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Sikkim and Nagaland for the next 2 days. Hailstorm activity is likely at isolated places over Gangetic West Bengal today. It said there will be no significant change in minimum temperatures over most parts of North India during next 5 days. Talking to Akashvani News senior scientist at IMD, R.K. Jenamani said the prevailing western disturbance has receded and any extreme change in weather conditions is unlikely.
जो दिन का तापमान है वो धीरे धीरे बढ़ेगा। अगर दिल्ली का बात करें तापमान जो है 26.2 है, दिन का जो मैक्सिमम होता है 1 डिग्री एबव नॉर्मल है और मिनिमम टेम्परेचर जो है 11 डिग्री है, जस्ट 1 डिग्री बिलो नॉर्मल। तो अभी आगे जो है धीरे धीरे बढ़ेगा, लेकिन इस बार का जो फरवरी अभी तक जैसे हम लोग ऑलमोस्ट 4th वीक में प्रवेश कर चुके हैं, तो फरवरी का जो तापमान है पिछले 2 साल से काफी कम है। फरवरी 2022 और फरवरी 2023 में काफी हाई टेम्परेचर चला था, जिसकी वजह से उसका इम्पैक्ट था एग्रीकल्चर के ऊपर।
National capital Delhi is witnessing sunny days. Clear sky is predicted for today. On to sports. The 4th cricket test between India and England will begin at the JSCA International Stadium complex in Ranchi this morning. The match will start at 9:30 a.m. The hosts are leading the 5-match series 2-1 and will look forward to continue their winning streak. England, on the other hand, will try to win this particular match to remain alive in the series. In Pune Open Tennis, India's M. Sasikumar will face Adam Walton of Australia in the men's singles quarterfinals today. The match will start at 12 p.m. In the evening, Nikki Punacha is scheduled to face another Australian, Dane Swinney, in the singles quarterfinal. In doubles semi-finals, Indian duo of Ram Kumar Ramanathan and Saket Meneni will face the Australian pair Tristan Skulkate and Adam Walton. Zia and Arjun Khare will face Dan Adad of France and Chung Yung Xiang of South Korea. Earlier yesterday, Ramkumar and Saket beat the Croatian Due Adjukovic and Italian Eronico Dalla Valle in a tough game, while Jeevan and Arjun defeated the German pair Jacob Schneider and Mark Wallner. Nikki Punacha has entered the quarterfinals, upsetting his compatriot Sumat Nagal in the men's singles pre-quarterfinal. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Ramya.
Thank you, Anuja. All the dailies have covered the story of Prime Minister Modi's call for making Amul the biggest dairy firm globally at its Golden Jubilee. Bolstering the Navy's firepower, next-gen BrahMos at a cost of around 19,000 crore rupees cleared, states the Tribune. A headline in the Economic Times writes, RBI is pushing UPI-like credit platform for farmers, MSMEs to cater to the demand of agri-loans. In a significant step forward towards eliminating Kala Azar, India has achieved the target of reporting less than 1 case per 10,000 population in 2023, cites the Indian Express. A new hope for childless couples is seen as government allows donor egg and sperm in surrogacy, writes the Times of India. And finally, a dedicated WhatsApp number has been shared by AIIMS Delhi to be operationalized by the 29th of this month, exclusively to report incidents related to patient exploitation, including instances of soliciting bribes, reports the Delhi Tribune. And with that, it's back to you, Anuja.
Thank you, Ramya. And before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to launch development projects worth over 13,000 crore rupees in Varanasi today. India's stock market set to more than double to $10 trillion by 2030, says Jefferies. Dubai introduces 5-year multiple entry visa for Indian tourists to enhance travel and economic ties. Prime Minister Modi once again emerges as the most popular global leader. IMD predicts rain in northeast and adjoining East India till Sunday. And in cricket, 4 tests between India and England to begin in Ranchi today. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.
आकाशवाणी से पेश है खबरनामा।